Yay Networks.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Spill the Beans podcast.
Happy end of the week. I hope you guys are having a good end of the week. We just wanted to kind of apologize for not coming on last week. Guys, if you don't follow us on socials, you would have known, or you wouldn't know, that we have been so busy the last 2 weeks, especially because we moved back into town. Yay! I know a lot of you guys like to listen to the podcast and not follow us on TikTok or like all of our other socials. And yeah, we've just been so busy with moving back into town, dropping Belle and Frank, and it's been kind of hectic, you know. So
yeah, guys, it's been a busy few weeks, like so busy to the point where like I haven't gymmed or ran in like 2.5 weeks. And I just, first of all, there's no time. Second, if I do make time for it, I feel guilty.
yeah.
Like I could be working or I could be with doing something with the kids so Blanca can work, or you know what I mean? So it's been like that saying says, like me and my suegra always say, like, pues es mejor estar ocupado que, or ¿cómo se dice? It's I'd rather be busy than not, you know? Obviously that means there's work, that means there's money, that means there's like you're doing good, but at the same time it is pretty stressful. I feel like my hair's starting to fall again. I know when I get stressed when my hair falls in the shower. So
yeah, and
we're at that point, guys.
Not to mention, guys, I'm just bringing this up because Jonathan's wearing our Mental Health Matters Vibe and Cares. We had one of the biggest challenges yet coming to us in the business standpoint, because we basically just lost a lot of money and a lot of inventory. And I wanted to kind of talk about this because we haven't been able to restock Vibin in such a long time. And one of the main reasons being that we got about, how many shirts would you say?
Probably, let's just go with percentage. About like half of our inventory, our orders wrong. It was printed all wrong.
Yeah, and by wrong, we mean literally crooked. Like instead of Jonathan's is like perfectly straight, it was like lopsided. And then some of the shirts didn't even get the back printed, which is the most important part, because it literally says to the person behind me, "I'm happy you're alive." So
it was such a shitty job, guys. I don't know if they let like an apprentice or someone new do the shirts, but how do you not like pick it up from the machine and look at it?
And not to mention, this was already, we got the shirts in, turned them in, and then it was already 2 weeks, right? Because the turnaround time for a printing company is usually 14 days. Tell me why we wait those 14 days and it still came out so bad. So we haven't even been able to, I mean, we cannot sell those, you know?
Yeah, and it's just devastating, guys. Like I did go off kind of on the printing place because this isn't the first time they mess up on something. And I've always been so nice and so patient. But then I literally told him this the last time. I was like, besides being a small business, we also give 20% of all our earnings towards therapy, which on top of that makes it even harder, you know? Yeah. I mean, we're not complaining. We love to help people, and we did it to ourselves in a sense, but Vibin doesn't necessarily have the best business model, if that makes sense. We're not about all profit, getting that money and spend it in on like stuff, you know? It all kind of, it's just like, I kind of made it to be a cycle. The shirts you guys buy pay for therapy, and it's just in a big, you know, little like the little recycling logo that you learn in school, or like the rain, the precipitation and all that, evaporation. That's basically Vibin. There's no money for like us to like splurge or buy, you know. It's, and now with rent and stuff, so we can't really like that little hit was really, really big, and it just sucks.
Yeah, it sucks because not only is that hurting like our business, but it's hurting. So like our sole purpose of this is to sell more so that we can afford more therapy afford more free therapy for anyone that has applied for it. And we just cannot keep moving forward. We thankfully still have people that are receiving therapy through Vibe & Co, but we haven't been able to necessarily expand our list because of the hits that we have been taking in that sense, you know.
Vibin right now is actually losing money than making, because we didn't stop therapies, but we're not making any shirts, and we still got to pay rent. So it's like, you know, like it just sucks that they're really nice people, but niceness doesn't pay the bills, guys. And I'm a businessman at the end of the day, and I love to have good relationships with people, but it's just, I am looking for a new printing place, you know, because you know, it's been little mistakes like that I don't like to speak on, but like the Spill the Beans little cow shirts you guys have like loved and seen, they messed up a big batch of those like 200 plus shirts one time, and I just brushed it under the rug because they have contracts where they get protected. Obviously, they don't give me my money back. They don't give me my shirts back. It's just pure loss, you know?
Yeah.
All I get is a sorry, and we'll do better. But there's been no better.
There's been no better, and we are actually in search for another printing company. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of let you guys know that and give you a little insight because, you know, we always talk to Spill the Beans and tell you guys how it really is out here. And I just wanted to tell you guys the ins and outs of owning a business. But yeah, Vibin is just taking a little, or has to jump over a small little rock.
But it's okay. We'll remain positive.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
Thankfully, we do have a restock coming though, right?
Yeah.
So we're restocking Mental Health Matters, Vibe and Cares. It's the I'm Happy in Your Life shirt. And we are restocking God Goes Glowing and Growing and our famous pig shirt that a lot of you guys love. And we're so grateful because it's like one of the main shirts I see our friends wear too.
Oh, the
like,
piggies?
Yeah. Anytime they're like doing laundry or like cleaning and stuff, they're always wearing this shirt, and it makes me so happy.
That's what I did it for.
Yeah, that I wanted this to be the staple oversized shirt, like not just for the gym, not just for whatever. Cleaning.
We don't really make our shirts for. It sounds funny, but we don't really. Well, when I design shirts and stuff, I don't really make them with the intention of people are gonna rock this outside.
Yeah, me neither.
It's like for you to literally like. I have my personal like cleaning, doing the yard stuff shirt. I wanted this to vibe into kind of be those shirts, like, you just feel comfy, and that's why the shirts are not cheap, guys. That's another thing. Like Vibin also, we're not profitable in any sense that way. Like we could cheap out on the cheapest, the shirts you guys see, whatever, the simple cotton ones that are like really rough. But Vibin, if you've ordered a shirt from us before, like this is softer than a baby's butt, and they're really expensive.
And they're oversized, which is funny because, well, yeah, obviously it's more fabric, so they're expensive, and not to mention that it is so hard to find the ones that we want. And it's all like we've always been just searching and searching and searching. I think we finally found someone that makes the shirts that we love, so hopefully if it is true, then you guys will see a lot more stocks coming in. But aside from that, these shirts are meant to be worn like the first half of the day, I'm in a oversized t-shirt and biker shorts from like 7 a.m. to like 4 p.m. when we're gonna leave the house. So this is what we designed the shirts to be. And well, obviously with that in mind, any money that Vibin makes is literally just for Vibe and Cares, our private foundation. So just wanted to let you guys know.
I won't be popping out in any freaking Ferraris anytime soon, guys, for Vibe, and just know that, all right?
Yeah.
But the feeling you get when my mom, obviously she doesn't disclose any personal information, but she does like recap the growth and how when people get discharged, how much they changed, like physically, like when they walk into the room, it's like a different person. And
aside from that, we get letters. We got a letter from a sweet, sweet girl that received therapy through Vibe and Cares, and she hand wrote us a letter.
Can we read it? This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Guys, I know many of us follow celebrities that we compare our life to, and I catch myself doing it all the time.
People might post that they have their lives together on Instagram, but in reality, they might not.
Comparison is a thief of joy, and it might make you envy other people's life. Therapy can help you start focusing on what you want instead of what other people have, so you can start living your best life.
I've learned so much from therapy, like how to stay grounded. It's helped me so much.
And I love therapy because it honestly just always feels like I'm talking to my best friend, but it doesn't seem biased. So it's not like I'm talking to my mom or my partner. Everything sounds like it's coming from an unbiased perspective.
If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/spillthebeans today to get 10% off your first month.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/spillthebeans. I feel like it's been my fault for marketing with Vibin.
Yeah.
I just don't have any time to edit these videos that my mom gets and records, or like blur faces or change voices. So I know a lot of you guys, like especially the haters, they'll be like, they're not even. But look, thank you for the opportunity Vibin Co. brought to my life. I can say 100% you've helped change my life. You have so many blessings coming your way because of this. You made a difference in my life along with my husband's. You helped me see the things in myself that I thought were gone. Once again, I will forever be grateful and in debt for bringing light into the darkened world. Always wishing you well and sending prayers and blessing your way. Incredibly thank you. And then her name. P.S. How cool is it to be in the Spill the Beans studio, fangirling over this experience? Hope to one day be able to talk about this journey in person. We can definitely relate.
Nada's gonna have her on the podcast. Oh, that'd be so cool, babe.
Oh, that would be
if
cool.
she shared her testimony on the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna reach out to her and see if she wants to come with her husband.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, so we just wanted to say thank you for supporting us. I know I still get a lot of messages asking me to restock our shirts, and that makes me very happy. So. Mm-hmm. And on another note, I really, really wanted to thank you guys for supporting Belle and Frank.
Is this the first podcast after Bell and Care? Bell and Care. Guys, I call it Bell and Co. I call it Bell and Care. I always forget.
Just thank you guys so much. And it's kind of insane because you guys saw, like, going into this on the last podcast you guys saw, I was so nervous. I was like, if one person just purchases it and it makes her feel pretty, that's going to be great. We sold out in a day. Mm-hmm. And it's just an incredible feeling. I just want to say thank you so much. It is so nice to get all the feedback and to hear. I actually, since the orders have been shipped out, I got a few messages saying, like, Blanca, you ate with this drop. It's amazing. I love it. So I'm very glad. And I just want to say thank you a million times for helping me and supporting the brand. Yeah,
and Blanca says in a day, and it's because the smalls take forever to sell out. And it was like, not kidding you, everything probably sold out in 2 hours. Mm-hmm. And then just 2 smalls of one specific shirt lasted there all freaking day. Yeah. And you know what? Someone said this in the comments. Don't quote me. Someone said it first. She was like making a joke out of it. Like, yeah, they take forever to sell out because there's not any smalls anymore. Yeah. And you know what? And I thought about it, not because necessarily like, I just think small is such an unrealistic size. Yeah. Shout out to all my short girls out there, short, skinny, whatever you may be. But even like coming from a short, I'm on the shorter side. I will never be a small. I don't think I've ever been a small. Even when you were at my skinniest.
Even your brothers. Even my brothers. Tiny and they're mediums.
They're really skinny and they're mediums. So it's like, who wears a small out here? Who? So it's like, especially for women que tienen, caderas, tienen, up front. So it's like, boobies. I don't know.
Yeah, I think even when I was my thinnest, slimmest I've ever been, not once have I fit into a small shirt. And maybe it's not necessarily that I didn't fit into it. It's that it's so uncomfortably tight, Yeah. Like, what's the point? So, yeah, guys, a little business back, or what? Oh, I got lost my train of thought. A little behind the scenes of business owning. Your smalls are going to sell out the least or the slowest because medium through large sell out super fast. So, yeah, it lasted a whole day and thankfully was sold out.
We're learning as like... What's cool about this whole business thing, guys, is that you're learning with us. Yeah. And especially not a lot of businesses can say they have their own podcast, if that kind of makes sense. So the fact that we have businesses and then we have a podcast, we can just spill all the tea on it. It's like crazy that like me and Blanca and I were kind of like surprised at the fact that when we were ordering, our 1X, 2X, 3X sizes, because not all the clothes have it, but some do, they cost more. Obviously, because it's more silk and stuff, more tela. But it's like women have it so freaking hard because not trying to be a pick-me boy right now, but tampons and all that shit cost money, right? Mm-hmm. Which is insane because it's natural. Like, that's the one thing I'll never understand why the government doesn't make tampons and pads free.
Literally.
Not trying to, I sound like such a freaking, pick-me, but that's true. And second, as a business, obviously we have to pay now more for these plus sizes, right? But it's like, that is crazy. Not everyone is a Victoria's Secret model. Why is it even a thing?
That's like,
they should fit that into their budget, not make us pay
extra,
for it.
Extra small. Just kidding. But anyways, guys, I was going to say.
Why'd you just yell extra small?
Extra small because you're like, they should fit that into their budget. Like extra small Victoria's Secret model that is having Belle and Frank, I remember when we started Vibe & Co. and Jonathan, it's like his passion project, you know, and he had this whole vision. And yeah, I mean, we rented the office out. I showed up. I would do some marketing. I kind of take care of the inventory. I'm like, oh, this is cool, babe. And I was like, why is he always so stressed? Like, it's fine. It's literally fine. Well, come to think about this, I'm doing Belle and Frank, and Jonathan's like helping me, but obviously, like, I feel like you were letting me kind of figure it out on my own.
Yeah, I just want you to like know.
Yeah,
I want you to know about your own business,
and not. I feel like it brings such a whole different perspective. Like when you own a business, and obviously, like Jonathan and I own Vibe & Co, but Jonathan's like the main one because you're the one that takes all the stress.
Well, now my sister's the main one.
Oh yeah, but like he knows the ins and outs of the business, you know?
Yeah.
I am doing Belle and Frank, and I'm like, babe, I'm so sorry for ever like asking you, like, it's literally fine. Like, why are you so stressed? Because this is insane. Like doing all the behind the scenes of the website, just everything. It's crazy and it's hard. And that is why, like, that's why they say if it was easy, everyone would do it. Yeah. You know, and that's why not everybody owns a business, because it's freaking hard. It's time consuming and it's a lot of money, obviously.
And you don't get paid like if I were to put all the hours I've put into Vibin compared to the money that I've used on myself, I would make less than a server, like a minimum wage, like someone in the middle of Idaho.
Yeah.
You know, like $7 an hour type thing.
Not even.
Because you just don't make any money. Like,
yeah. And I feel like with a lot of like business owners don't really talk about it. But when you really sit down and like think about it and look at your website, there's so many things that you have to double, triple, quadruple check. And just there's so much that goes into it. I remember being the day that it launched, I was on the chair on my computer for probably 5 hours straight, just trying to figure out one thing. Do you remember before we launched?
Even to the point where her dad, I feel like your dad's seen you do social media for what, 8 years now, 6 years now? And then you weren't there, but I think because you were upstairs finishing up something with the website, and your dad was downstairs, and I heard him say for the first time, like, no, pues es una friega esto, ¿verdad? Ha estado trabajando como 5 días en la computadora sin poder hacer algo más. And I was like, wow, that's like the first time your dad,
even my
like,
sisters too.
You know, yeah. Even your sister came out you like weird. She was like, it's because you're not here, Yuli. You're just not here, or something like that, right?
She's like,
I talked to you, and you.
We get here and we can't even talk to you because you're just on your computer. I'm like, that must mean I'm doing something right then. But yeah, so it's I just remember apologizing to you so many times. I was like, I'm so sorry, babe, forever. For first of all, not helping you as much on the behind the scenes, and second of all, forever asking you, why are you so stressed? It's literally fine. Yeah, it's not literally fine, guys. This is crazy.
But like they say, there's a saying that says, would you rather make 50,000? No, would you rather make 200,000 at an office job as just a normal worker, or 50,000 as your own boss? And those people that truly have that entrepreneurial spirit, like I do, we pick the 50,000. I would never go back to. No, I would go back to a job, but like I love being my own boss. Does that make sense? And being your own boss in like doesn't have to be just your work. Like take control of your own life. Like if I were to ever go back truck driving, which I would never be opposed to, things can change so quickly. Mm-hmm. I would have a boss, obviously, but then you don't let that dictate your life. You know, you get out and then you become a boss of your own thing. I would still have Vibin. I would still be part of my indoor soccer team, which I'm kind of like the, not owner, what do you call it? Like the manager, because I'm the one, my name's on the profile. And you have to, basically what I'm trying to say is that you have to become like the main character in something in your life.
No, you have to become the main character, period. If you're a parent, your to-do list is longer than all of your baby's wake windows combined. Let Hello Bello take care of all of your diaper runs until you're done potty training.
Hello Bello believes all families deserve premium, affordable baby products.
With their ultra-convenient diaper bundle subscription service that offers 7 packs of diapers and 4 packs of their plant-based wipes, you will never run out of supplies.
Better yet, they're delivered straight to your door. You can set, change, and cancel your delivery schedule whenever you want.
As parents, we know how hard it is to remember to have everything you need to buy all the time. Hello Bello is a busy parent's dream.
Named Best Diaper Subscription by New York Magazine and winner of the 2022 Good Housekeeping Parenting Award, Hello Bello will keep you well stocked on diapers and wipes.
Go to hellobello.com/spillthebeans to get 30% off your first customized bundle and a full-size freebie product of your choice.
That's hellobello.com/spillthebeans to start bundling with 30% off your first order.
Don't forget that's hellobello.com/spillthebeans. Oh my God, baby, you know what? I wanted to talk about this, and it's great that you brought this up. So, because I still get freaking emails to this day, and I don't know how to unsubscribe. But before I went full-time on social media and like grew essentially on social media, I was always looking to see how I could make extra money. I loved my job at the private clinic. It was so fun. And I remember one time, you know Ty Lopez?
Yeah.
He popped up, and he was just like holding these crazy, what are they called?
Zoom calls?
Yeah, Zoom calls, and like saying, oh, you can get rich and get $100,000. So I was like, this is the one. So I signed up for one, and I got on a Zoom call. Not a Zoom call. It was like like kind of virtual. And
With
so yeah,
him?
yeah.
Like it was him?
No, it was like a whole people. Like it was like probably a pre-recorded video.
He gives me like cult leader vibes. You know?
So, but he taught me so much, and it's funny to say because I never became like.
How much did you pay for that?
It was probably like $200.
Oh my God,
$199.
baby! You just
I know. I was
food.
I was really just trying to make it out. Like every time, and I remember being at the trailer park with my mom and being like,
we
this
definitely
is,
were broken up because you would have never told me or let me.
I was like living in the trailers with my mom and with my parents, and don't get me wrong, we loved living there, right? Because we finally owned something of our own. And I was like, how can I buy my mom a house? How can we get out of here? You know, just like give us something better, just because we needed more space. Like the trailer was a 3-bedroom trailer, and it was my parents, my brother, my sisters, and I, you know, and a dog. So I was like, we can't just live here, we need something bigger. So I was always trying to see, how can I make it out? How can I make it out? I see this, I sign up, $200, I mean, yeah, $199, basically my whole Dairy Queen paycheck. And I remember I learned something really good. Like it was just, you have to find a niche. Like that's where Blanca J came from, because I was Julisa's life. Do you remember? And he was like, you have to have something that's like catchy and short and elegant and like something someone's going to remember. So I literally made an Instagram post when I said goodbye to Julisa's life, and I put I Blanca J. It was kind of cringe, but
that's good.
Like, do you see what it brought?
Because that's
now?
what Mando calls you, right? I Blanca
Yeah,
J.
that's what everybody calls me, I Blanca J. So yeah, I like switched it up, and yeah, he just said you have to find your niche. You have to like see what people, basically like feed your people what they want to see from you, you know. And obviously I never made it in that sense with him, but he taught me a lot of good things, right? And so what he also taught me is like, you have to kind of fund and support your dreams until they can support you. And that's how it was for my brand, you know, for Blanca J, for my YouTube channel and everything. I didn't quit until I started making more money on YouTube than I was at my real job. Yeah. You know, so essentially like that's what we mean when we say be your own main character. And like when you leave your 9 to 5, whatever, that's fine. Like all you have to do is take a few hours out of the day to support your dreams, whatever you really want to do, because one day, like, you never know, it's going to end up supporting you, you know? So yeah, that's where my brand was coming from. I spent $200, and even though I didn't become this millionaire businesswoman then, it brought me Blanca J, which is
I guess
YouTube
that's the
channel.
first testimony I hear of those not being complete scams. But
well, kind of, because they were trying to
yeah.
get me into some other things, you know.
Yeah,
but
probably, but
yeah,
you learned something.
Yeah, I learned a lot of things, actually. Like a lot of my business knowledge is from there. But because you know how it's like you own your business, but do you really own your business type of thing? So yeah, thankfully I didn't go anywhere there, but I do own Blanca J YouTube channel, so good for that. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that, honestly, like whatever you guys want to do, please do it. Like, don't ever let anyone be like, bro, that's crazy, like that's too much of a big dream. Like that would never happen to you, because you know,
especially now with like TikTok and stuff, guys, like anyone can go viral overnight. Like, I know so many of you guys are funny or are good at something, and it's like, why aren't you recording yourself, you know?
Or not even that, also like micro influencers, like influencers that have less than 10,000 followers, they are so good for companies. Like companies are paying money to these influencers because
they're loyal.
Exactly, they have a loyal following. So don't ever, like, the numbers that you see on your account should never ever ever discourage you. Okay. Yeah. If you want to be an influencer, but that goes just to anything else, you know. If you want to be a chef, you better start cooking after your job, and hopefully, you know. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys know that a little behind the scenes of our businesses.
Yeah. And why you not see like more activity on there and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, my mom's on vacation in Mexico, so
Yeah.
you know, she's a big part of our content and stuff. But
anyways, essentially, we just wanted to kind of catch you guys up because, as we said, we are back in town. And I remember the first time that we drove here, like from the house to the office, we're like, whoa, this does not feel real, you know, that we're in
like
town.
even right now, I forgot the whole freaking. I was exporting to our editor, and so I took the soundboard home because I needed to come home, and I forgot it right now. And if I would have forgotten this soundboard and we still lived at the other house, we would have had to cancel.
When you left, I told him, and I was like, imagine if we still lived in Firestone. Jonathan would be triple mad, you know?
Triple mad. We would have definitely had to cancel the podcast because I feel like Blanca's losing her train of thought. Well, was at the beginning because she has a hair appointment here in a bit.
Sheesh.
So,
a little
babe, are you
transformation
going full
coming.
blonde?
Okay, guys, let me just say this. I remember when I like chopped my hair off, and mind you, with Franco's pregnancy, my hair grew like down to my butt even longer, and I was living my best life. When I chopped it, then I was like living my best life already because I had found myself. Franco was one, you know, whatever, this and that. Well, now I'm 4 months postpartum. I haven't lost any baby. Well, I've lost most of my baby weight, but still, like, I have a mom pouch. You know, I'm a little thicker than I used to be. I haven't really gotten to lose or go back to my pre-pregnancy weight. So I always said I'm gonna chop my hair and like go blonde when I'm like my pre-pregnancy weight and I'm feeling good. But yeah, I'm a little crazy now. You know, with 2 kids, I can't really do my hair that often. So I was like, the less hair I have, the better it is to manage it. That's kind of my train of thought. So you heard it here first, folks. I'm chopping my hair and going blonde.
Wait, you're chopping it?
Yeah.
How short?
To my jaw.
Shut up.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Babe, are you for real?
Yeah.
Blonde? You're gonna be a Karen?
Babe.
Short and
what?
blonde?
Yeah.
Better not see you in any Targets complaining.
But yeah,
But
I
that's
just need a
crazy.
little change of.
Do it, babe.
I just
Fuck
need a
it.
transformation, you know?
Hair's
and
hair.
since you guys are Spill the Beans podcast, I'm basically doing this. Something that really, really, really influenced this decision was something that's happening here in 2 weeks. So.
Can we tell them?
No,
Maybe
we can't
it'll
tell
happen
them.
next week.
Babe, stop.
Babe,
Guys,
just
just-
tell them, guys. Basically,
Just keep your eye out. In 2 weeks, there's a huge something coming.
announcement.
Am I pregnant? Are we getting married? Is our wedding coming? Who knows? Who
What?
knows? Let us know
Juicy.
what you think.
Everyone's invited.
If you're a real one and you sat through this 30-minute podcast, please comment in the comments what you think it is. And
no, don't.
No?
What if someone does guess it?
Well, I just gave them like 4 options, so obviously they're gonna guess it.
Okay, fuck it. You can guess.
But yeah, guys, something's coming, and I just wanted to like see how I'm gonna look with short hair, and if not, I'll have time to grow it out, whatever. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today, and I'm very excited. But what else were you gonna say, honey?
No, that's basically it, guys. We were deeply in need for a catching up podcast.
Yeah.
I see those comments where a lot of people are like, it's because you got to make it about something. But not something has to be something all the time, okay? We can just
You can make
catch up.
something out of nothing.
Yeah, because we need, like, you guys follow us, but I feel like both you and I are really bad at posting on our stories.
Well, no, I am amazing at posting on my
Babe,
stories,
you know.
except for these
No.
last 2 weeks. Everyone's
No,
been like,
even
"Where
before
are you
those 2
at,
weeks.
girl?" Don't
Babe,
ever.
when we lived in the Firestone house, how many times would you post, please? Once a day,
No,
if that.
babe, you're straight up capping
I would never see your little name up there, never.
because you don't follow me.
I blocked you.
Okay. Oh, actually, I blocked you from seeing my stories. Okay, but anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a good rest of your day and just a good end to the week. You know, go party. It's still summer, thankfully. We have like a couple
here in Colorado,
weeks.
it's getting chilly, babe. In the morning when I went to
know.
go pick up your mom and sisters, and I got in the car, it was like, all right, had
It was like-
winter flashbacks.
Like beginning of school vibes, you know how
Yeah,
like you would
when
wake
it
up
was
and it was
cold.
cold. Oh, that's
It's starting, guys. And
I
then
hate
my
that for
watch now
us.
says sunset is at 8:23. It went all the way to 8:35 in the peak of summer. So it's going down, guys, but it's okay, you know. Hey,
No, it's
everyone
not okay.
right
It's
now
not
pray
okay.
for us parents, especially of little kids,
Literally
because I told
toddlers.
Blanca, I was like, what are we gonna do with a
Yesterday we
toddler?
were outside. It was 8 p.m.
Yeah.
The sun was out. Everything was
Blanca
fine.
was getting wet.
And eating ice cream. And then Jonathan looks at me. He's like, babe, what are we going to do when it's 4 p.m.? It's dark outside and we have nothing to do because it's cold.
And Franco still has 5 hours at least to go to sleep.
I'm like, we are going to go crazy.
Yeah, but if for the parents that have gone through it, this is your time to shine. Please let us know what you do. Do you take them somewhere? Like, what are some fun indoor places? Do you make the inside of your house fun?
Or do you just have to buy a ton of activities to play with
Or
them?
do you just give them your iPad?
Or do you just let them watch a few movies a day?
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And we will see you next week, probably with a really nice announcement.
No way, babe.
I don't
I'm
know.
so
Well, next
nervous now.
Friday, our life is going to be so
I'm like one
crazy.
Red Bull in right now, so I'm like tweaking. And the fact that you just said that is making me, because it was so secretive, you know?
I know. Nobody
it's like
knows.
when you're like, if I were to like flash my debit card and you're just scared that the numbers are gonna, like, someone's gonna screenshot it,
Mm-hmm.
that like you talking about it makes me feel like so nervous. You
Why?
Because you're playing with fire.
Anyways, make sure you follow us on socials because
Oh my
that's
God.
probably where we're going to talk about it first.
Guys, if you're watching this, please follow me on Instagram.
Anyways.
I just love even numbers, and I'm at 54.8. Can you just get me back to 55, please? Or bring me down to 50. Like, pick one.
Okay, sweetie. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Later.
Bye.
Yay Networks.